Hey, Tasha here, and I'm back with an. I love you too, baby. Hey, Tasha here with another video. Thanks for dropping by. Today I figured I would declutter some more of my kitchen cabinets and I'd bring you along for the ride. If you're new around here, I like to talk about minimalism and intentional living and how I apply it to my family's everyday life. So if that's of interest to you, I hope you'll consider subscribing and helping me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers by my birthday, June 26th.
Strawberry.
Yes, I can do that for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. I hope you enjoyed this video. All right, first things first, before I declutter, I always like to put everything back in its area so I have an accurate idea of my inventory. So let's go ahead and do that first. Ooh, check out that camera trick. Yeah, I'm trying to get fancy up in here. But yeah, now we're ready to proceed to the decluttering phase. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you what my cabinet currently looks like. I don't think it's that bad, but it's not very efficient, so that's what we're gonna fix. So tip 1 is to pull everything out of the cabinet. It may not look like a lot at first, but having it all out on the counter helps you to take better inventory of how much you actually have, and this makes it easier to spot the items you no longer have use for. So yeah, now that I see it all out like this, there's actually a decent amount of stuff in there. Tip number 2 is that since everything's out of the cabinet, it's a perfect time to wipe down surfaces. Oh my goodness, look. There's a random candle in here. This is why you have to declutter. At any rate, let's go ahead and wipe these surfaces down, and then my third tip for you is to go ahead and get your discard bin ready. Do you like my box's sign? It's because this box is starring in another video that will be dropped soon, a minimalism commercial of sorts. Also, you have to dance because you gotta give people what they want. Anyway, whatever I no longer need that isn't trash will go in that box. So as you can see here, I have a bunch of Chinese takeout containers. So I'm thanking them for all the yummy memories and passing them along. Guys, these are baby syringes for medicine, and I don't have babies anymore, so these should have been long gone. My bad, but better late than never. I wanted to love these silicone cupcake things, but every time I baked in them, it tasted like soap, and no, it's not because I'm a bad baker. So at this point, I'm gonna start pairing up my containers with their matching lids. I'm gonna check if there's anything that doesn't have a partner, and I'm gonna get rid of duplicates that I don't want to have taking up more space. At this point, I got distracted by something and walked away for a few minutes. Totally forgot I was filming. But I'm back now, and I found a few lids that had no container friends. Alright, after matching everything up and getting rid of duplicates, this is what I'm left with. My main objective is to be able to nest these up in a way that they don't take up much space in the cabinet. I was kind of getting annoyed with the amount of movement that was involved with getting out a Tupperware to put food in, so hopefully having done this purge will make things a little easier and everything more accessible. When I started putting things back, I realized I didn't want to leave my water bottles in the same cabinet anymore, so I put them with my coffee mugs and my tumblers in the adjacent cabinet, and that seemed to make more sense because they're all related to drinking. Now with relocating that drinkware, all the Tupperware fits on the first shelf, which is more easily accessible to me. I mean, I know I'm tall, but that doesn't mean I need to reach up unnecessarily for things, you know? So at this juncture, this is where I'm at. Here's the before, and here's our midway point. Lots of space that I can fill with other things. For the longest time, I was keeping my mason jars with the plates up high where I could barely reach it. I honestly didn't realize I had this many metal lids. I don't even have this many mason jars. These are the lids I actually use. Now it's time for my matcha green tea latte. Please stand by. I think as we continue to declutter, we're just going to find better ways to optimize our space, and that's kind of how it goes. The less stuff that I have, the better ideas come to my head as to how to manage those things. So these are the mason jars I've decided to keep, and we do have a few in the fridge already, so I think that's more than enough. Like I said earlier, I mostly used plastic lids, but I'm gonna keep a few of the metal ones just in case and see how it goes. So at some point I am going to address my electric stove cooktop. I've tried a few different things, but I'm trying to stay natural with the ingredients. If you have suggestions, feel free to comment below. Here's my lids that I'm trying to straighten up. I also have some fermentation weights up in there as well. That's what those glass things are. I really like what's happening. My fifth tip for you guys is to use trays or bins to group smaller items. So that's what I'm doing now. I saw there was a bin in my discard box that could actually be used to house the Tupperware lids, so I put it to work for that and it fit perfectly. So for tip number 6, I just wanted to remind you that this is all a very fluid process. I think minimalism isn't like the end all be all. It's kind of just a conduit or just a way to optimize your living space so that it's best suited for your needs. In this case, I got rid of my drinkware that was in that cabinet, so there was no need for my shelves to be so high. So yeah, now I'm doing my happy dance again because I mean, look at all of this. Oh, I feel so much better. So here's our before photo again, and here is our final photo. For our purposes, this space is now more optimized, and so I'm glad that I was able to take a little time to do this. Hey guys, so it's actually the day after I decluttered those cabinets, and things have been a lot easier in terms of cooking and food storage and putting plates back when I'm done with them. I should have done this sooner, so I'm happy to have less stuff and that we're using the stuff we have. Thanks for being with me on this journey, and if you like what you see, I hope you'll consider subscribing and hitting that like button. Here's to simple and intentional living, and I'll see you next time. Bye.